Hey friends, it is Trucker Ray with an update from Pembroke, Ontario. Yeah, we're up here in Northern Ontario, friends. On our way to Calgary, Alberta. We're at this Irving truck stop, which is actually really nice. They have a really nice restaurant in there. Excuse me, lots of parking, very friendly here. Right across from Best Western, and then the highway is just over there, and it's green as the eye can see. It's very, very nice here. And I'll give you a little bit of history. We left Belmont, hold on a second here. Belmont, Ohio yesterday, and made it to Montreal, where we picked up. And that was a bit of a circus, putting it mildly. I went to go pick up a load. It was obviously destined as a Triton load, which is like over what a tandem can take. And I ended up scaling and had to go back because it was like 5,000 pounds, almost 6,000 pounds over gross. So they ended up going back, and we got it all fixed. So well, everything is good. We're on our way. And I'll tell you something, I love driving Northern Ontario. Some of you might say, how can you enjoy that? I just do. I love driving the 17. I love the little old towns, the history, especially when you don't have a chance very often to do this, and I don't have a chance to do this very often. So the air up here is nice, and yeah, it is a nice drive, and I'm looking forward to a long day today. I'm going to put in a really long day, probably a good 13 hours, because we're allowed to drive that up here in Canada. Because I have to get this load there by Tuesday in Calgary, which I should be able to do. Also, please keep the people in Kelowna and West Kelowna in your prayers. If you're not familiar where that is, just look up on the news Kelowna wildfires, and you will see what's going on there. It is very sad. We were just there last week grabbing cherries out of that area, and a lot of that area is on fire. And it's really, really upsetting and really sad that the fires have literally jumped over the Okanagan Lake. The embers are, excuse me, the embers are, the sparks, they've all made their ways over the Okanagan Lake, and a lot of people have lost their homes, and it's just very, very sad. Please pray for a ridiculous amount of rain for that area. They really need rain. The winds are supposed to be picking up and everything. It's just a complete disaster. And you don't even know, it's so sad you don't even know what to say. You don't even know what to say. It's not going to look the same when we drive through there again, whenever that happens. Please keep the people in Kelowna in your prayers. And also add for Yellowknife. Apparently that area has been evacuated too. And there's other areas too. There's a lot of wildfires going on. And I don't know about you guys, but sure been a lot of fires in the last 5-6 years. Never had that before. Gee, you think something's trying to tell us something, or something's being manipulated? Oh, there goes that conspiracy stuff again, Ray. Hey, I don't know about you guys, but when I started driving 11 years ago, we never had to deal with forest fires every single year. Now, in the last 5-6 years, that's all it's been, is nothing but forest fires every year. Maybe not as bad every year, but every second year, horrible. And it's just crazy. So people, get your hearts right with God, man. Just get your hearts right with God. We are getting so close to the last day, and we need to be ready. We need to have our hearts prepared and ready so we can hear what God is doing. Yeah, but anyway, I didn't want this to turn into a sermon. Please keep the people in Canada that are dealing with all these forest fires in your prayers. There's a lot of other fires going up the Northwest Territories as well. I hear there was really serious damage done in Hawaii, Fiji area. There's just the fires everywhere. It's crazy. So there you have it. Anyway, I'll have another update for you guys soon. And yeah, Maybe the next one will be from, I'm not sure yet. I haven't figured it out. But anyway, Pembroke, Ontario is where we are, and this is where this update is from. This is Trucker Ray, and we'll talk to you very soon. Bye for now.